channel Fusion Data Science. My name is Sayak. Fusion Data Science.
Welcome to chapter 1 of Excel. In today's session, I'll show you some basic formulas, how to create a table, how to create a pivot table, and how to create a private chart from a pivot table. Now, the basic functions that you will learn today is sum, sumif, sumifs, count, CountBlank, Countif, Countifs. And these are very much important. As you can see, the interface is the Excel spreadsheet, where you have n number of rows and specific number of columns. And the intersection of row and column is called a cell. As you can see, I am giving the column field names as, or the header name as student name, subject, marks and percentage. The upper tabs are called as ribbons, wherein you can access through different tools such as file, home, insert, page layout, formula, date, review. Excel was found in 1980 by Dow Plunder. It was made so as to execute the calculations for simple arithmetic and logical operators. For simple calculation and algorithms, the Excel spreadsheet was made. As you can see, I am giving the row as RAM, Maths, 23 and 80 as the percentage, and I am filling the rest the same. Now we will look into some basic functions, and hence our table is created. The first basic function is sum. Sum gives the values of the sum being selected. Select the values and click on enter, and hence it will give you the sum of the values. As I am selected, close bracket and hit enter. This is sum function. Now coming to sumif. The syntax of sumif is criteria range, criteria and sum range. Select the criteria range first, comma the criteria, comma the sum range, and click on enter, and hence your sumif statement function is released, is executed. Now coming to sumifs. The difference between sumif and sumifs is the sum range comes earlier in sumifs at the very much beginning. As you can see, the syntax of sumifs, sum range has come at the beginning, then the criteria range one, and then the criteria. So select the sum range, comma the criteria range, and then selecting the criteria range, comma the criteria. Bracket close and hit enter. Now in the home tab, you can cut and copy the text. The controls for cut is Ctrl plus X, and for copy it is Ctrl plus C. For paste it is Ctrl plus V. You can make the text into bold, italics, underline. You can change the font alignment or the font size. You can make the text as center, in left, in right, or in bottom. You can use the wrap text and merge and center. You can use the conditional formatting. And these are called the ribbons, wherein you can access through different tools. Now I have shown you how to create the table and the basic functions of sum, sumif and sumifs. The difference between sumif and sumifs is sum range comes earlier at the very much beginning in sumifs, whereas in sumif, sum range comes at the end. The syntax is almost the same, but there is a difference between the sum range. In Sumifs, the sum range comes earlier, while in Sumif, the sum range comes at the end. Always remember the syntax. It is very much helpful to execute the functions or the formulas. Like Home tab, there are many other tabs like Insert, where you can insert the pivot table, pivot chart, recommended charts. You can use the formulas as algorithms. You can use the page layout that is being used for the print. When you will execute the page for the print statement, then page layout comes into the picture. When you need to set the margins, the orientations, the header and the footer of the page. When you want to take the printout of the page at that time. Now we'll see another function, that is count. Count will count the number of rows. Select the values and click on enter. Close bracket and click on enter. So there are 3 values in the table. CountBlank means if there is any blank in the table, then it will show it as 1 in the record, or else it will show it as 0. It is showing as 0 since there is no count blank, since there is no blank in the table. Now coming to Countif, select the range, the criteria. Select the criteria range, the criteria. This is Countif function. Now coming to Countifs. Countifs is the same as Countif. And whenever you execute any formula, always give an equal to sign. Now we'll see Countifs. It is showing as criteria range 1. Select the criteria range, the criteria. Click on close bracket and hit on enter. And this is your Countif statement. So we have executed count, CountBlank, Countif and Countifs. Whenever you execute any formula, you have to give an equal to sign. Equal to sign activates the formula. Now select the table and click on borders and select all borders. The table is formatted into all borders. The table looks nice and it looks pretty much attractive, isn't it? Now select the table, click on insert. As I said, in the insert tab, you can insert pivot table, recommended charts. You can add shapes, smart art, screenshot. Now select the pivot table and click on new worksheet. So it will take you to a new worksheet. Now drag and drop the student name into the rows field. And drag and drop the student subjects and the marks in the values field. Pivot table shows you the summary of the data. As you can see, the count of the subjects and the sum of the marks has been automated. We didn't have to do any functions for it. It will show you the gist or the summary of the data. As you can see, it has shown the count of the subjects. Now select the table, click on insert, recommended charts, and select a basic chart. As you can see, there are different types of charts such as template, line, pie, bar, area, stack, surface, radar, tree map. Select a basic chart. We'll select a column chart. Click on OK, and hence your pivot chart is ready. Now double click on the chart area, adjust the shape and size, and then double click on the chart area. The font axis title or the format chart title will appear on the screen. You can format the chart through lines or through grid lines, or you can fill the chart through no fill or gradient fill. You can alter the chart elements through selecting any one of the axis or axis title or the chart elements. You can type the text in the chart too. As you can see, in x-axis, y-axis there are axis titles. You can type the text if you wish for. As you can see, I am typing the student's name instead of marks. If you want, you can alter with the chart too. As you can see, I am doing that itself. Double click on the chart and the format axis title will appear on the screen, where you can fill the gradients, where you can fill the chart with solid line or gradient line. And so you have learned how to create a table, the basic formulas of sum and count, how to create a pivot table, and how to create a pivot chart from a pivot table. Thanks for watching the video.